In this adventure, we'll be traveling to the state of Japan.
Yes, for Japan!
In Japan, we'll be exploring the tranquil island of Kyushu. We'll be visiting the vibrant city of Osaka. We'll get lost in the traditional streets of Kyoto. We'll navigate the futuristic city of Tokyo. We'll get off the beaten path in the majestic Japanese Alps. We'll hike around the unique Fuji mountain. And we'll dive amongst schools of hammerhead sharks in remote Mikomoto Island.
I feel like I'm in one of the most beautiful valleys in the world.
Japan is turning out to be a nature paradise.
In Japan, we'll have precious family moments. We'll hike huge active volcanoes. We'll become children in the ultra-modern theme parks. We'll explore ancient cedar forests. We'll get lost in gorgeous alpine valleys. We'll encounter black bears. We'll soak in very hot and beautiful onsens. And we'll be delighted by its delicious food.
Even supermarket sushi is amazing.
Japan is a true paradise for both city and nature lovers.
There's a bear up there.
Oh yeah, it's in a tree.
Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Dana, and this is my husband Javier, and my two kids, Lucas and Clara. We sold it all to go travel the world, and we won't stop until we've seen it all. Absolutely breathtaking.
When the blood poured, I think it's a volcano. Let's do this!
I'm so glad we've come to Hiroshima. This is Osaka.
Super Nintendo World!
There's a lot of people. First park, Minion Park.
It was so scary! Seven, please!
Freeze again. Princess Peach.
On the first part of our Japan adventure, we took the night ferry from South Korea to Fukuoka. We rented a camper van and explored the island of Kyushu. Then, Javier's family joined us to continue our trip to the peaceful city of Hiroshima and to the vibrant city of Osaka before catching the train to Kyoto.
Oh, made it to Kyoto. Woo! We have rented a typical Japanese apartment. It's paper walls. Does it open? We got two beds here. Oh my gosh, a wooden bathtub in here. Hello. Here we are. So there's very little privacy. We can all hear each other fart.
Lucas, what are you eating?
Fish. We're finally installed here in the apartment. So we went to the supermarket and got their fresh sushi. Nigiris, makis. It's not dry at all. Like, even supermarket sushi is amazing. At night, they put it at 30% off. So we got a steal of a deal.
Dorayakis.
Joder, está malísimo.
¡Qué guarrada!
Una judía aplastada con mermelada.
Salud. 5 o 6 de estas y ¡pomba!
Had a good night's rest, and now it is time to go check out the city center of Kyoto.
Kyoto is one of the oldest cities in Japan, and it is considered its cultural capital. Kyoto is very popular for its temples, its orange gates, and for its traditional architecture.
Well, we saw our first geisha. She was beautiful, and her dress was amazing. Before we came to Japan, we had to read the diaries of a geisha. So now we know all about it, and it's actually really cool. We reached Gion. Now we're in the most touristic part of the city, and it is pretty busy. Oh, now this is what we came for. We've reached one of the main pagodas of the city. It is actually stunning. We are at the Inari Shrine, and we're gonna go check out the special gates that it has. This is the area that Kyoto is famous for. All these gates, it links all these temples, and we are not the only ones here, unfortunately.
Traffic jam. We're actually walking outside. It's like a tunnel that goes like that. There's a massive path right here.
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's by far my favorite thing, but again, it's just overtaking the tourists. It's that you don't get the spiritual sense of anything because you're literally going like this. It makes me appreciate more our first week because we were really on our own. We went up and then we noticed it was empty going down. So we're just going down, then we'll go back up. We're at one of the viewpoints. We can see the whole city of Kyoto, and I think we're almost at the top.
Estamos bajando y me estáis jodiendo. Hemos hecho algo que me ha dado un argumento de mierda, man.
Esto de mierda es que había una señal que decía para acá.
I'm actually really liking it. There's less and less people thanks to lack of fitness. And so, yeah, we're really enjoying it. We're here pretty much by ourselves now.
You just have to endure the first 5 minutes.
I know, look at it. By ourselves.
Ahora ya vamos bien.
We made it to the top. It's actually a really nice hike. And the columns keep you nice and shaded. You're in the midst of the forest. And you actually do get that spiritual feel at the end. So very happy that we kept it up and we didn't get discouraged.
First views of Mount Fuji.
We are in the final stretch. It has been 4 trains to get here all day. Just looking forward to getting there. Here we are. Usar las sillas mucho.
Dios, qué agobio.
We are in Tokyo and it is a little more stressful than the rest of Japan. Have you ever been hit with a bike? These trains, it opens for like literally 2 seconds and then it closes again. There's another train. There's a guy here with crutches that just couldn't even pass. The gates like hit you on the head. But here we are in Tokyo.
Tokyo is the capital city of Japan, and it is the most populous metropolis of the world with over 40 million people.
Most populated city in the world.
This is our last city on our city hopping tour.
I'm in the biggest city in the world!
Tokyo is like no other city. So populated and yet it feels relaxing.
Mario Kart.
Going to the Tokyo Tower. Well, we're just at the bottom of Tokyo Tower. Up we go to the main tower. There we go. Here we are. We're on the main deck, so we're not right up at the top. 150 meters off the ground. You see city forever. Oh, Clara. Oh my God. It's great. It's good. The bars ruin it for me. 1, 2, 3. That's scary. We get a free boat ride with the tickets. Virtual reality boat race. I'm gonna win. Hygiene first.
El zorro. ¿Quién ha ganado?
Papa was the winner and then Mommy. Yeah. Well, Javier beat me. I was number 2.
I beat everyone. Oye, ¿quién ha ganado? Responde a la pregunta, ¿quién ha ganado?
Sí, pero...
¿Quién ha ganado? Di el nombre. Di el nombre del ganador.
10, ¿quién ganaría?
Di el nombre del ganador.
Si echáramos 10, ¿quién ganaría?
Di el nombre del ganador. Malditos hermanos pequeños. Nunca aceptan la superioridad de los hermanos mayores.
He ganado una vez.
Di mi nombre. Di mi nombre.
Javier me ha ganado una vez.
Javier ha ganado.
We got that free, but even if we did it again, it was only about $1.20 to do another ride. Well, we had a good lunch, we've seen some art, and now we're heading to some park that Maria's told us about. There's a dinosaur.
Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla! It's Godzilla!
This is cool that they've done this, because obviously that was a famous movie based in Tokyo. Chris was saying we should go there for dinner. Really cool neighborhood.
Akihabara.
The sewers have emoji faces, so that doesn't surprise me. Right, we're definitely in a fun neighborhood.
Japan is so bad!
We accidentally went to these like whole halls where you put the money and you like try to grab a toy. It was a bad idea. It was Tiyuki's idea. We have a whole building of restaurants. We're gonna go into that building, go up the elevator, and find somewhere to eat. We are in a famous place, Kura Sushi. It's got a huge conveyor belt. Here, every plate that you take, you throw it into this little like machine they have, and for every 5, it gives you a chance to win one of these little balls that's up here.
So who wants a sushi?
There's some squid here.
This is literally what they say about playing with your food.
Salud.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is the ultimate kids play.
It's a little girl with a piece of sushi. Detective Conan. That is us. That's absolutely amazing. The sushi was impeccable. It was so fun. The system they have, very Tokyo.
The beer was cheap. That's why she's so happy.
It was cheap.
In Tokyo, it was time to say goodbye to the family. We've had a great couple weeks of city hopping around Japan. Hiroshima was a humbling introduction to the trip. Osaka was the fun part with its crazy city vibe. And the visit to Universal Studios was just full of fun moments. Kyoto, of course, represented Japanese tradition, and walking around beautiful temples was what you would expect of Japan. To finish the family adventure, Tokyo was a great way to end the visit.
We're in our next camper van. It is a little bit bigger.
The sink, here's buttons. It's very pretty. And here's our bed.
We are heading to the Japanese Alps. We've got a 4-hour drive ahead of us, but very excited to be leaving the big city. We have definitely reached the northern Japanese Alps. We're about 30 minutes outside of Hakuba. There is a lot of snow.
Let's go skiing!
It's the first winter that I don't ski in 20 years.
I think there's enough snow here to seriously ski.
There's more snow here than the snow they got in Europe all winter. We made it to Hakuba.
Let's go!
Go.
Ah! I'm skiing!
This is what happens when you take the kids away from the Alps. Lucas and Clara were born in the heart of the French Alps. This used to be our life, at least 2-3 days a week. Every week since Clara was 2.
Look what he built! A snowball!
It's a new day. We've come to our senses despite yesterday's excitement.
We're not gonna ski. We don't even have socks that go over our ankles. We left Hakuba behind. Now we have come to Togakushi, where there's a series of 5 shrines. They're all connected by hiking paths. This temple has just completely taken my breath away. It is surrounded by cedar trees that are like 800 years old. There's something super magical about this place. And best of all, there's nobody. Look at the size of these trees. They're enormous. To the next one.
I'm cleaning the snow.
Too expensive to rent skis. Do it with your feet. One problem, I got my feet drenched.
We are not prepared for spring weather in a northern country.
We're in bear country, black bear.
We are doing part of the Amatami Trail. Really epic. Another shrine. If you are interested in the Shinto culture of Japan, this trail of shrines is the one for you.
Shintoism is Japan's ancient spiritual culture. It is believed that everything in nature contains kamis or gods.
Feels like I'm in a fairy tale or in some kind of movie set right now.
Wow, we got an opening in the clouds so we can actually see the mountains.
Oh, it's nice to see the mountains behind. This is so beautiful. This forest is amazing. The mountains are beautiful. Ah.
Trying to fish up trout.
Please don't fall.
This is the forest of Togakushi Jinja, and these cedar trees are 800 years old. There is something so magical about them. We got 1 kilometer here. We made it!
There's a ton of snow here. There's a waterfall.
A waterfall.
We've just reached the Snow Monkey Park where these famous monkeys swim in the hot springs. They normally only do this in the winter, but we're gonna go up anyways and maybe we'll catch one swimming. Oh, what a gorgeous walk. I can just imagine how amazing this would be in the winter. We have to come back in the winter. They look like dogs, they're huge. There's tons of them. There's like 20 right here. They're all on the path and they're all coming to the hot springs. Good timing.
Learning how to climb that little baby monkey. They're so cute. So sweet. All of the babies here are learning how to climb.
Here is the hot pools where they swim in the winter. None are swimming at the moment, but they're sitting all around. This is so cool because I remember watching this in a documentary as a child.
Let's see how hot it is. Look warm. It's not very hot.
They're swimming in hot springs. There's one monkey that is not moving, and that's how Papa does.
I sit down and relax while you ask me a million questions about sharks.
This little baby monkey was falling on the green thing.
This monkey just gave birth. The baby still has the umbilical cord. It's amazing. I'm so happy we came here. Best way to spend a morning, quite honestly.
Oh.
What we have behind me is the one remaining geyser. It's actually a continuous geyser, so it's always spouting out water up to 20 meters high, and it can be 90 degrees Celsius.
But it's actually pretty cold. It's supposed to come at 90 degrees. The water I'm getting
It's cold.
is cold.
This is the village that started it all 150 years ago. They had hot springs here, but the monkeys would start to come near the water, bother the guests, so they built the monkeys their own hot springs higher up in the mountain, and slowly with time, the snow monkeys started to actually bathe in them, and now it's part of the culture of the monkeys. We are just in the little town of Shibu Onsen, which is a typical little hot springs village next to where the snow monkeys are. There's apparently like 8 or 9 public hot baths. They all seem to be locked. We better go figure this out at the office. 500. Okay, perfect. There's actually 9 public baths, and if you stay at one of the guest houses, they're all free. But since we're day guests, we only can access number 9. That is burning hot.
Road trip in the Japanese Alps. The bed's a bit stiffy, but apart from that, the driving here is nice. Without a vehicle, you will not be exploring this part. We can camp anywhere pretty much. There are free toilets. You can shower in the onsens, in the hot springs. It's working out very well.
Camping here is actually really comfortable. We're not even cooking because they have so many nice prepared meals. We decided to stop here at the Matsumoto Castle. It's one of Japan's most famous castles.
Look at the size of that fish. An Asian carp, a massive one.
That's the funniest thing we've seen yet is the gas station. They pull it from the sky. The nozzle comes down from the sky and they pull it down. So I don't know where they're stocking the gas.
We've left Matsumoto behind and we're entering a very beautiful alpine valley. Beautiful valley we're driving.
Now I'm trying to get the river, but it's not showing up.
My nose covers it.
We are going to the famous town of Kamikochi. It's in a national park. Left the vehicle and we're in the bus that will take us up to the carless town. Well, we've reached Kamikochi. We are currently here. We're gonna take this walking path to Kamonji-goya, then head right back up into town. And after that, we're gonna head all the way to Taioki Pond. And from there, the bus will pick us up and bring us back into town. This reminds me of Banff. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And the water is so transparent. And got so lucky with the weather. We have a sunny day in the most beautiful place we've been yet.
Kapawasi Bridge. Most tourists don't get past this.
Black bear was observed 23rd of April. A mama and a cub. That was just 2 days ago.
I hope he's still here.
I don't normally want to see a mum and a cub too close, but from a distance, yes.
Happy hiker, happy hiker, happy hiker.
If you talk, you won't see the bear.
He's telling us not to talk so we surprise a bear. That is bear safety number 1. You don't want to surprise a bear, so you talk. It feels so good to be in nature. As a Canadian, we always have bear bells. This is a whole different type of bear bell.
Don't touch it because we don't know if it's poisonous.
What we know is that it's very ugly.
Probably one of the most enjoyable valley walks I've ever had. It's so well maintained. We're on these like little wooden platforms most of the time, so your feet don't get dirty, and the views are spectacular. We've got rivers on either side, just amazing. Look at this. Caution, crow.
Careful, bear, careful, crow. Are the bears dangerous at all?
I don't know what the crows have done to deserve a sign. Doesn't get better than this. Beautiful weather, beautiful view. And it's pretty much all to ourselves. That's us done with our hike here in Kamikochi. We did a total of 10 kilometers all through the valley floor. Absolutely gorgeous. Snow-peaked mountains, transparent rivers, just absolutely a wonderful day. So now we're gonna take the bus back down to the camper, and we've still got a couple days here in the Japanese Alps.
After a very nice hike, an onsen. This time is an outside one with awesome views. It's getting very hot. This is Japan. This onsen culture, it really is for me one of the best things in Japan. We have them everywhere. This one in particular is outdoor. It's very cheap. There's no one. You just put some coins. You have the river in the background. Awesome views. What more can we ask?
We're still in the Japanese Alps, so we're at the other side of the valley, and we're going for another hike up this amazing valley. Good choice, hon, for the trail. I didn't realize how high the mountains are up here. We've got almost 3,000, 3,200, 3,100, 3,100, 3,200. Hey, this is a serious mountain valley.
So we have a map here. Tokyo Onsen is outdoor onsen. That's where we slept tonight. We've driven all the way here. That's where we've parked. And now we're gonna hike from here all the way up to here. That point up there is where we've been told there's snow.
Woo! Let's get going. All right, I think we crossed the bridge.
Beautiful views right from the very beginning.
Have you ever picked this valley? Thank you. I feel like I'm in one of the most beautiful valleys in the world right now.
It's time to see the first snow on the path. Let's see how far we can go.
We hit the snow.
Don't fall.
Well, we've hit the snow and pretty early on here. I had no idea that the season lasted so long. And we had to come back in the winter to Japan to do some backcountry skiing. Oh, there's been an avalanche.
There's an avalanche here.
That's brutal.
Let's cross the avalanche. Go behind me.
We don't have the bear bells today. We gotta make some noise.
The problem is we make a lot of noise. Every bear in this valley know we're here. If you want Clara to run, all you have to do is open your arms and she'll run.
Ever since she can walk, she'll always run into arms. We gotta go over a huge avalanche this time. Holy crap, it's big. Made it alive.
How many times are you falling?
A lot.
Well, that was one serious longest stretch of avalanche, at least 200 meters, that if you fall, you end up in the river. We have to come back this way.
Javier is just heading off here. It's completely snowy now. He's gonna check the trail further ahead, but it might be our time to turn around. So what's the verdict?
The rest of the way is just like this. My feet are completely drenched now. My tropical shoes are drenched.
And that's the only ones he has.
Let's stop for lunch. What? There's a bear up there?
Oh yeah, it's in a tree.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. I just saw it and it's right there in the tree. And it's
massive
moving,
bear.
it's moving.
Looky, we've seen a black bear in Japan.
Yeah!
Kunasito.
A black bear!
Took me 20 years to see a bear in Canada. Takes me 4 weeks to see one in Japan. It's that black thing over there. It's hard to see. It's far up in the tree.
Well, we're back on the avalanche. Now we actually see its cub. So we're gonna get going, but we've seen mama bear and its cub. What a success.
Best way to go down an avalanche. Yeehaw! Whoa. Oh boy. By the time we've crossed the avalanche, the bears actually cut down the tree. So the kids have taken off and I'm staying here to watch a bit.
When he started going down the tree, I did get scared and we went for a little run.
They left me behind.
That was a big boy. We got scared.
Seeing a bear in Japan, what a privilege. Japan is turning out to be a nature paradise. After the scare of the bear, it's time for some lunch.
I keep looking in the direction of where the bear could be coming from.
There could be another bear right behind.
I know, a little paranoid now.
I'm still scared of the bear.
We got back just in time. It started to rain and Javier's going to find the camper van for us. Today we're going to explore the city of Takayama and we're going to do what's called the Higashiyama walk.
These are the guardians of the temple.
Samurai.
They're looking pretty scary.
You happy?
Yeah, I smell so good.
Here's one of the first temples. This place is amazing. Yet again, we're in these amazing cedar forests. Now we're gonna go through this graveyard and then there's more temples there. Let's go. This is so lovely. We've now seen about 5 temples. So calming and so beautiful. It's a nice little town. A little bit similar to Kyoto, but less people. This drive has been incredible. Japan is way more wild than we ever imagined. What do you have to say for yourself?
Okay, there was a little warning earlier on about this road closure.
So how many hours did we just lose, honey?
2.5 hours. Beautiful. Beautiful driving in these mountains, but we have to go right back, fill up the tank if we make it, because we don't have enough gas. Let's go before it gets dark.
So this guy likes to take roads that don't have tolls because he likes saving money. How much money have we saved?
That's so unfair.
How much?
I took the scenic road. I'm gonna pay double. I'm gonna pay the gas and the toll. How close is this?
We are not passing there.
Before we do the 2-hour drive back to where we started, at least we have beautiful views here.
We've got practically no gas. We are running on fumes here. We passed about 10 gas stations that are all closed. We have made it at least to a 7-Eleven where we got some dinner. I've got wild mushroom, asparagus, and bacon pasta. Carbonara, classic tomato.
An amazing adventure. Road was blocked. We almost ran out of gas. We actually stopped and we're gonna sleep here at the 7-Eleven so we can fill up the tank tomorrow in the gas station next door that is obviously closed because, hey, it's 7 p.m.
We're gassed up and we're ready to go. Next stop, Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji is Japan's highest mountain. It is a perfectly shaped stratovolcano, making it one of Japan's cultural icons.
We are finally here. This is Lake Motosu. It is one of the 5 lakes that surrounds the Mount Fuji area. This is where we're setting camp tonight with Mount Fuji right behind us. Time for some dinner. Come on. You get the view with dinner.
Who needs a TV when you have this view?
We have got a totally rainy day, so we are gonna go check out some of the caves around Mount Fuji. The idea of the cave was to not get wet, but here we are waiting in the line outside getting wet. Oh, that hurt. I bonked my head.
See, bonk her head on the sign that says watch your head.
Been in a lot of caves and I've crouched over a lot. They actually give you a bar here, so you do it comfortably. Japan. Nice, it's beautiful. Simple, the water comes through the mountain and then the second it goes below 0, it freezes. Okay, well that's us done with the ice cave. It was very neat to see the lava-formed cave and all the icicles. It was really cold down there. It makes it feel warm up here. We are on the Hakone Ridge with views of Mount Hakone, which is this mountain here that has steam coming from it in all places. This is one of my favorite hikes. I mean, we've got the lake, we've got the sea, we've got volcanic steam, and hopefully we'll see Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji. Fiji is a country in the Pacific Islands.
Mount Fuji!
An hour 15 minutes to Mount Kintoki.
Let's go! We've got Mount Fuji there. Top is covered by a cloud, but you do see the snow in between the clouds.
Climbing a mountain.
My little terremoto.
Papá me mata porque muevo mucho.
We're still on the ridge. We've got the summit just around 10 minutes from here. You can see the radio tower where we were about an hour ago. And all of this is the crater of Mount Hakuna. Great hike so far.
We made it! We're at the top of the mountain.
Oh, we made it just just in time. I'm hungry, and so is this little boy. We made it! Woo! Oh, that's an achievement. With kids, you never know. They were troopers.
Here we have the full itinerary we've done. We started over there, climb up to the antenna, full read here, and all the way to here.
This is the summit and we're at 1,212 meters.
They have ramens here. Must have a ramen on the top.
Arigato.
It smells amazing. Look at all those mushrooms, like wild mushroom soup.
This kind of soup we haven't tried yet.
As good as all Japanese food. There's never anything bad in Japan when it comes to food.
A lollipop!
What an amazing experience. This didn't cost more than it would cost anywhere else in Japan.
The long way back, and I think an onsen is in order.
The onsen time.
Vamos.
Let's go. This hike was huge. Onsen and then something yummy for dinner. We are in the Izu Peninsula. We are here. We're gonna drive all along this coast all the way to the Cape.
The Izu Peninsula is located south of Tokyo, famous for its rugged coastline, its beautiful beaches, its hiking opportunities, and for its rich marine life.
Japan, a true paradise.
Here we are at the beach. The weather is lovely and the beaches are incredible.
Well, let's go to the actual tip of the Cape.
We are in Cape Terai, which is the very tip. Could not be more beautiful. We parked here at Yumigahama Beach, which is actually world famous for spawning turtles. And then we've walked all along here to Cape Terai. So you just see the Pacific.
There is an island right over there with a little lighthouse on top. If the weather permits, I will be going there tomorrow to dive with hammerheads. We found an awesome camping place.
It's our last dinner here in Japan, but at least it's probably the one with the best view. So we're having sushi dinner with a view tonight. It's been an amazing time here in Japan. I'm so sad that we're leaving. We are definitely coming back.
A beautiful morning to go diving. Time to get ready. That was my last chance for a pee. Diving time. Ready to go. My equipment set up. Quick transfer to the dive site.
Mikomoto Island is a short boat ride away. It is a very beautiful island with a lighthouse on it, and its main attraction is the large school of hammerhead sharks that gather around its waters.
So we arrived at Mikomoto Island. Let's ready to go down.
Diving in Mikomoto is a wonderful experience. Its cold waters are home to plenty of soft corals and abundant marine life. Trumpetfish, boxfish, gray shark, jackfish, groupers, and of course the epic schools of hammerhead sharks. Hammerhead sharks are named after the distinctive shape of their heads. Unlike many other species of shark, hammerheads tend to gather in large schools during the day and become solitary hunters at night. Diving with a huge school of hammerheads is one of the most rewarding experiences any diver could dream of.
We've just finished our second dive and it's been amazing. We've seen hundreds of hammerheads. The water was very cold and all of a sudden I felt this warm current. I saw one hammerhead and then a whole school of them just passing in front of us. Now we're just gonna grab a bite to eat. Try this beautiful udon soup we're getting here at the harbor. Very good. That's me finished diving. Best for last, didn't even know where to look. Rays, gray sharks, amberjack fish, and of course more hammerheads. An unbelievable dive. I'm broken.
Very, very jealous of this man. Made it safe and now just a wait to get onto our flight. So that's us. We've dropped off the camper van. We've made it to the airport. We're having our last ramen, which makes me super sad. Japan's exceeded all of my expectations. I totally want to come back. And now we've got a very long flight, but at least I'll have a nice hot ramen in my tummy.